Businesses or citizens will leave their country and go to countries that have lower taxes, so they want to make sure that everybody has high taxes, so nobody has a place to escape to.
So, this gal, like I was talking about, I want to get her vote for you. Her big thing is she's worried about all the little stuff, the quotes she finds out on the internet, and the one that she found most troubling was, well, in order to, now how are the little people going to survive? And the quote was, well, stop paying your mortgage. And she just found that extremely offensive.
Well, I think a lot of little people should stop paying their mortgages because, I mean, look, when you get a mortgage, right, I mean, the government shouldn't be involved. The government shouldn't be doing any bailouts.
That's crony capitalism.
Right.
You got that part.
It should be individuals. But if I was dumb enough to lend you money and you didn't put a big enough down payment and I gave, because when you have a mortgage, you have the right to walk. You don't, it's like an option. You don't have to pay it back. You can give me the house instead.
Collateral.
Yeah. And Congress just passed a law that says that if you walk away from the mortgage, you don't have to pay income taxes on the debt that was forgiven. Why did Congress do that? They made it to make it easier for you to walk away. So if somebody comes to me and they say, I've got a $300,000 mortgage on a $150,000 house and I'm struggling to make the mortgage payment, what should I do? Stop making it. But I don't want to bail out.
Stick it to the banks. The government allowed you to do that already.
No, but I don't want the government to be involved. And here's what the bank is going to do. The bank is going to go to you and say, okay, you owe us $300,000. The house is only worth $150,000. What can we? I know.
No, they're not. They're sticking it and saying, okay, we're going to refinance you. They give you a 3-month program. You were at 5.1 with an adjustable 5-year arm. It's ready to blow up within the next year.
I wouldn't even sign on to refi because it makes it non-recourse. It makes it recourse. I would go with my purchase money mortgage, which is a non-recourse loan. Because if you have a non-recourse loan and the bank can't recourse, I would just go to the bank and say, look, I'm moving out. What do you want to do? Either you reduce the principal to a level that makes sense, or I'm going to move out.
Rate to get you back on in your 3 months. You make your payments, and then they say, oh no, it's going to be 5 point whatever.
I mean, there's plenty of houses.
And he's like, no, sorry, you're going to get the house.
There's plenty of houses to rent. There's plenty of houses to rent. But the thing is, though, the government has made it so they put out these programs that say we'll help you, but only if you stop making your payment. The government gives you an incentive.
His credit rating got trashed because he's going through the process.
Well, yeah.
And then the bank turns around and says, oh, sorry, you got the same rate. We're going to lock in that rate for you.
What people always overlook is why are so many people in this mess in the first place? Because the government enticed them in. The government got them into these teaser rates with artificially low interest rates, guaranteed mortgages, tax credits. The government said buy a house, we'll let you write off your mortgage. The problem is when you lose your job, there's nothing to write the mortgage off from. So people have rent. Let's say your rent is $1,000 a month, and the realtor says, well, but you can handle this $2,000 a month mortgage payment because after you finish writing off but meanwhile, if you have no job, where are you going to get the extra $1,000? So these people were better off renting, but they got suckered into this real estate trap by the lure of quick riches. But they had tax credits, they had artificially low interest rates, guaranteed loans. The government corrupted the housing market. That's why we're in such a mess. But I want to allow the market to fix the problem. What is the problem? Houses are too expensive. People can't afford them.
Brother just bought a house in California for $280,000.
We're building too many houses. There's too many empty houses that nobody lives in. So we got to let the market function. But we can't have the government.
Get her vote.
And we got to get rid of Fannie and Freddie. We got to get rid of the FHA. They shouldn't exist. People shouldn't have government help to buy houses. You buy a house that you can afford. And if you can't afford it, you don't buy it. Or, you know what, you pay less for it. If people have less money, if there's a house on this, but the people who want high home prices are the people who are trying to sell houses. Not the people who are trying to buy houses. They want low home prices.